Okay, today we're going to do surface area of prisms. So we've done area before, and remember area is just the number of squares inside of an object. So surface area is the sum, which means addition or add. So it's the sum of the areas of all faces of a 3D shape. So surface area is when you add the areas of all the faces of a three-dimensional shape. Examples of when you'll see surface area are when you're wrapping a present, so wrapping paper, a cardboard box that a package is delivered in, that's all surface area. It's the amount of space needed to cover something. Okay. A net is a two-dimensional representation of a three-dimensional figure. If you look down here, this is an example of a net, and we'll get back to that in a minute. So a net is basically if you took a cardboard box and you cut it and laid it flat, that would be the net. You can use nets to help you find surface area. To find surface area, find the area of each face, then add the areas together. So find the surface area of the rectangular prism below. All right, so this was originally a rectangular prism. So it originally kind of looked like this. That's what it originally looked like. And what they did was they basically cut it apart and laid it flat, so it's not three-dimensional anymore, it's two-dimensional. So to find the surface area of this box, what we want to do is find the area of all these sides and add them together. So remember, to find the area of a rectangle, we do base times height. So let's look at side A, which is right here. It has a base of 2, a height of 5. So A has an area of 10 centimeters squared. B has a base of 3, because right here, this is 3, so that means this is 3. And a height of 5. 5 is here, so that means it's here. So 3 times 5 is 15. So the area of B, the face B, is 15 centimeters squared. C has a base of 2. If this is 2, this is 2, right? And a height of 5. So 2 times 5 is 10. So this is 10 centimeters squared. D has a base of 3. If this is 3, this is 3. The height is 5. Here and here are the same. So 3 times 5 is 15. So D is 15 centimeters squared. And E has a base of 3 and a height of 2. This is 2. You can tell because right here, it's 2 here, so it's also 2 here. So 3 times 2 is 6 centimeters squared. And then F has a base of 3 here and here, right? And a height of 2, so F is also 6 centimeters squared. So now to find the surface area, you add all of these up. So add 10, 15, 10, 15, 6, 6. When you add them all up, the surface area is 62 centimeters squared. It's still squared because it's area. So basically, to find surface area, you take your three-dimensional shape and basically flatten it into a two-dimensional shape, and then find the area of every individual shape and then add them together. Okay, we can also use a formula if you don't want to go each individual face. The formula is area equals 2 times, parenthesis, length times width, plus length times height plus width times height. And let's make this an L so you can see it a little bit better. So we're going to find the area of a rectangular prism using this formula. So we're going to do the length and height, width and height, add all those together and divide by 2. So if you look at number 9 here, this is a rectangular prism. It has rectangular sides and it has a front and a back that are connected. That's what makes it a prism. All right, so the length is right here. So I'm going to use this formula. So actually, let's rewrite that. Area equals 2 parentheses, length times width plus length times height plus width times height. Now we're just going to start filling numbers in. All right, our length, this is our length, is 10 times our width. This is our width. That's 3. So we'll make this L. This is our length. This is our width. And this is our height. Okay, our length, again, is 10. Fill in our plus sign here. Our height is 4. Plus our width is 3. And our height is 4. So let's simplify all this. 10 times 3 is 30. Plus 10 times 4 is 40. Plus 3 times 4 is 12. And we're multiplying all of this by 2. Okay, so 30 plus 40 is 70. 70 plus 12 is 82. Times 2 is 164 millimeters squared. So you can use the formula to do that if you want. If you don't want to do that, you can make this a net almost, or you can just kind of think it has 6 sides. All rectangular prisms have 6 sides. They have a front and a back, or I'm sorry, a front, which is right here, the back is right here, a left side, a right side, a top, and a bottom. So the other way you could do this is by doing it like we did on the first page, by doing it like this, breaking it down into all its parts. So we have a front right here, like I said, a back, we have a left, which is here, we have a right, which is here, a top, and a bottom. So if I didn't want to do the formula, I could do it like this. I could find the area of all these pieces. So here's the front right here, and it's a rectangle. So length times height, or base times height, so it's 10 times 4, which is 40. And if the front is 40, what would the back have to be? 40, right? They're exactly the same. So the back's 40. So let's do the left side. So the base is 3 because it's 3 over here. So it's 3 over here. The height is 12. So the left side is 3 times 4, which is 12. If the left is 12, then what's this? 12, you're right. Let's do the top. So the base is right here. This is 10. This is the height, which is 3, right? So let's see. So that would be 10 times 3, which is 30. And if the top is 30, then the bottom is 30. And if you notice, we have the same numbers here. We have 30 2 times, we have 40 2 times, and we have 12 2 times. So it's exactly the same thing, just a different way. If you add all these up, you still get 164 millimeters squared. Okay, so if you are confused right now, raise your hand and I'll come help you. If you're not, let's move on to number 10. The formula to find surface area of a cube is area equals 6s squared. 6 times your side squared. So remember, a cube a cube has all equal sides. So we'll do this two ways. We'll use the formula and we'll do it the other way. So we're going to do 6. So the formula is area equals 6s squared because it's a cube. We're going to keep our 6. Our side is 5. Our side is 5. So we have times 5 squared. So 5 squared is 25 times 6. 6 times 25 is 150 meters squared. That only works for a cube because it has all equal sides. So if this is 5, this is 5, this is 5. You can do it the same way up here because a cube has the same parts as a rectangular prism. A cube has a front, a back, a top, bottom, a left, and a right. So the front is 5 and 5, so 25. The back would be 25. The left is 5 by 5, which is 25. So the right is 25. They're all 25 because they're a cube. Everything's the same. So if you just add them all together, if you notice we have 6 sides, which is where that comes from, you still get 150 meters squared. So on your homework, I want you to find the surface area of these 4 pictures and then do the bottom question as well. On the bottom, draw a picture. So you can do these two ways. You can use the formula like we did right here, or you can do the front, back, left, right, top, bottom. It doesn't matter what you pick as long as you get the right answer. Okay? So go ahead and get started on your homework.